Hi everyone, this is Rex Ma presentation. It will be take about 15 minutes, and I would like to share with you some of my experience and the thoughts of how digital transformation will be. Just let me share the screen at first. So I think everyone can see my screen. It shows the PowerPoint, and the topic is enabling the digital transformation in cultural and creative industry. Because I think I have some experience as a president of Asia Pacific Creativity Industry Association. So I would like to share my technological view, how to align the digital transformation into this industry. So in the February 2017, as I'm one of the speaker in the Hong Kong Trade Development Council, we share the idea of how online branding is important in today innovative marketing services. So once I have shared my experience, this interview report is coming up. Branding is very important as the outcome of digital transformation. Why? Because branding, as my perspective, it is a promise to deliver value. So the value chain, the result of the good delivery value is the brand. So how I think the brand, is it just beauty or smart or the very stylish? It is not only from this perspective. I think brand is the outcome from the branding, but branding is the process. It can be how we say it is a culture. The culture which combines the effort from holistic strategic intent, because the branding is not just only the outlook of the logo or the outlook of the beauty. It is talking about how your company or your organization can show different value to the stakeholders, such as how the excellent marketing can help to build the good brand in front of your consumers. So your consumers will buy your product or service, or how the customer service department and operation can show the effective and efficiency of the supply chain to your customer or your partners, so they will think your brand is totally tell them how your product or service is in the good way. Or from the design, it is talking about the beauty, but not only beauty, it's talking about how to show the commitment or the promise is also deliver the value of design and makes the external parties such as your customer partners happy, and your staff is part of your own brand. So you can see branding is very important, but from the behind, it is talking about the better management, the effective communication to the stakeholders, and how to optimize the process internal of your unit or organization. So when we understand this is the key points, today we would like to tell how to optimize the process. Is not talking about just only the human or the people management, or just not only the communication, but it is also talking about the digital transformation. How can help you? When you understand the value is because, the core value is because you have the group culture which recognize your company or your unit. So that's why the first point, the effect of the culture change is very important. It is because the reason is your culture, the people in your organization, the product and service you offer, and even your location can all dictate the effectiveness of the transformation. And if your culture change has the effect, you can determine how well a new technology which can take a root in your company and make it has the overall impact. So such as some of the advanced technology or innovative technology will impact the industry or the cultures differently than others. So second point is how to set the goals such as the vision and missions. Because the vision and missions will create the value, and the value will be believed as a core culture in your organization. So that's why when you want to implement a new technology in a company, it is new and everyone need to make the change. And the truth is, the timing might not be ideal, or sometimes you may need to be more diligent and strategic about a new technology to match your culture. So that's why this kind of vision and mission, when you set the goals, you need to implement it, and you need to tell this is not only a technological goals, but also the business goal. And it is extremely different from you are just only talking about the business from for your vision and mission. So the third point is the risk assessment, which we need to assess the risk assess stage or versus the to be stage, because it has the different kind of risk when a company roll out a new internal application, when we need to face it. And also sometimes digital transformation for the company may have failed if the implementation is not in a good way. And you need to track those risks over a set of period of time to manage and assess the risk internally. So risk management is very important for the digital transformation. So the fourth point is what we call the pilot test. You need to apply to run a pilot test from very beginning, from the small group. And this small group, which need to be the way to success and to work it out, to omit all the bugs or omit all the risks. But it is important to help you to see how the new technology can adopt in the small group in order to implement in the your future big group. So the fifth point is the feedback. If you have run the pilot test, you need to prepare a survey to your small group to find out which will be the effective strategy, and to in the pilot project and seeking feedback before you want to implement your technology in the big scale. So the sixth point is new technologies adoption. Once you confirm your pilot test is success, and then you can think about how to implement some transaction medium or some good process into a rollout stage and to adopt this kind of new technology in the big group, and then to find out whether to enhance the trust, the value, and the culture in the whole rollout. So the seventh point is once you roll out, to keep your eye on the result. That means you start to think about the major change and whatever the culture or the process or the technological change has been happened in the whole group or whole company. So you should focus, keep your eyes on the result to measure your KPI and analysis to see what is the effect and what is the approach will be much better after we evaluate the digital transformation. So these 7 points, I think, is some of the experience in my past project involvement. So I need to tell the second wording is important. It's called the events. What is events? A group of people, they are gathering together, but whether we can use an approach to find out the values. Wherever the place, there are a lot of people, but why they come to this event and what they can get from the event is very important, because from the event, you can see there are different kinds of purpose, such as forum, conference, party, or workshop, or seminar, webinar. They all have the goals and they all have the scope to measure what kind of values the audience can get from. So from this kind of event, there are many people, maybe they can on-site to run the offline event, but sometimes you can run the online event or webinar today. So what should they get is we need some technology to understand their initiative, why they want to stay there, and what kind of outcomes they want to get from. So another word is called alignments. Now we get the information from the big group, but how to use an approach to integrate the values, it is called the alignment. We need to use some functional alignments to accumulate or to justify the value, how to make it become more effective. So we should have some idea in mind which will be very important, such as the design should be innovative, the communication should be very smooth and effective, and in a good way to understand, we all understand the culture and the value in the same place. And then the digital transformation, once we execute a plan, it can use different means such as the mobile, use mobile phone or the digital platform or social media, which can do something to transform the original way into the effective digital way. So you can see from this screen, the 3 important point is very critical. In creative and cultural industry, we always focus on, first of all, is the communication. What we should keep communicate and both be understand in the same way. The second is called the art and design. How the shape, how the outlook, how the features it looks like. But we can use different channels to broadcast or to share in the our what we call the coverage. So you can see there are different kinds of wording, the mobile apps, the photo and videos such as the content container, or we can use the advanced technology such as the IoT, VR, AR, AI, CRM, or blog social media to deliver in the different to the different place of which has the people. So free wording, 意譯廣 communication, art and design, coverage are the approach how to align the value into the digital channel. So there are some examples from here we can share in my past experience, such as electronic book or the mobile apps, which can all show the paper published booklet into the digital way, and then you can read easily. The cost will be reduced, and you don't need too much heavy logistics, but you can also still using the mobile or your iPad or computer, portable computer to read the rich information booklet. Another kind of digital transformation we call social media. So when you want to think about some good content, not just only reading books, but also can share in the social media to associate with some people kiosks. So you can do the O2O, online to offline advertising plan in the community engagement. So you can see when you can write a very good story in the social media, most of the business process such as the communication engagement or how to distribute the key information to the community is much better than just only using the manual approach or manual booklet. So we do this kind is called the O2O marketing events. So it is also transformed in the better communication in the society when we measure from the KPI. Okay, transformation steps to increase the value. When I mentioned the technology, some people just thinking about, oh, this is just offline, change to online, but they don't really or understand it can make multiple effect to make the value can increase the value very rapidly. So how we measure this kind of digital transformation in the market, we can use some kind of KPI such as the digital maturity, such as how to measure your all multiple process value can align to the vision, and you can understand the alignments. Is it the bonding is very connective and very effective? And then thinking about all the innovation suggestion is effective and very realistic and then delivered well. And the digital capability can yet make not just only the basic effect, but also thinking about it can be 2 times, 3 times, 10 times, X times which can affect in the markets. So, and then the words of know-how. Do you think the digital maturity is not just only very rocket science, advanced technology, but also you can basic understanding what is the know-how of leveraging the digital process. And finally, is what we call can the technology can bring the intrinsic value or the actual values? It is all very important to be measured. So we need such kind of some kind of like the social listening platform, which can tell the design tech can be measured well. So in my past experience, because we have this kind of digital event management platform, we can doing the some good corporate or government events. So our user is also understand the big data is very important for them to doing the survey, the feedback, and how to make some kind of the process well by conducting the survey. So this is all very important. So we have this kind of digital platform to be the multiple channel or what we call the omni-channel platform to help our user to do the digital transformation well. So finally, I want to do in a summary, very easy to remember how to make the digital transformation well is song from Michael Jackson, Beat It, B-E-A-T-I-T, branding, events, alignments, transformation. This is 4 key process. When you define your branding well, your brand building well, when you do the good events to find out how to do the data collection, and when you do the manual process aligned to the digital process well, and finally, how to do the effective multiple or omni-channel transformation leveraging by innovation technology that can build it. So remember this wording, it can help you to do a better digital transformation in the creative and cultural industry. So our company has this kind of services which can include the brand licensing, social media integration, the mobility, and the markup and PR service. So that's why we understand the O2O service well. We are an innovative agency of marketing, communication, and digital service. So it is better for you to find me. I'm the leader of iGen6, Rexma, and welcome to scan my QR code and send me an email or send me information so we can keep communication in the future. So thank you very much and hope to have a good journey in your digital transformation. Thank you.